shit taking me back to the Bronx, bro. This takes me back to when honey buns were 35 cents.
You can get a bag of chips and a Snickers for 50.
Facts. The little jug juices.
Hello and welcome to Horn of Plenty Podcast. This is Rico, Grande, and Vapi, Chulo, here to bring you your weekly podcast talking about a little bit of everything. You can follow us online on the socials, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Horn of Plenty Pod. Again, you can like, comment, subscribe, Horn of Plenty Pod, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Here is my co-host, Vapi Chulo, to introduce a little bit more of today's podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Vapi Chulo in the house. Thank you for spending your time with us. Listen, we know you ain't got shit to do, so we're glad that you're joining us and listening to us, man. This is gonna be a weekly thing. This is the beginning, definitely not the end at all. I could have my leg chopped off and I'm still here ready to pod. You feel me?
Big facts. Rona won't hold us down.
Absolutely not. So, first thing I want to talk about is one of my favorite rappers, Joyner Lucas. You familiar?
Hey, look at me.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, before, and I think most of you already know why we're talking about Joyner Lucas. It's not just because he released his new album, ADHD, which I listened to twice, phenomenal album. It's because of the tribute video that he did. So one of the things I want your opinion on this real fast, Rico Grande, is I feel personally that sometimes we don't give the flowers to the ones that have influenced us in such a positive way, who have motivated us in such a way. I don't think we give them the flowers while they still living, and so I appreciated that Joyner did that while the person that he bigged up was still alive. What's your take on that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, a lot of times when they die, we see the tributes, we see the admiration, we see the love. You know, recently when Kobe passed, there's nothing but love. But sometimes we just need it all when it happens in real life. Actually makes me think about that Kanye song Roses.
Right.
Where the one person's sick and he said, yo, we the family, we the roses, we come up when people are, when they need us. Mm-hmm. And we all need them more. Okay. Someone to inspire you, teacher, celebrity, friend, whoever, send them the roses while they're living so you don't need to shed the tears when they die.
Facts. And why do you think that some of the people out there, that's not a habitual thing to do? Honestly, growing up, people made it seem like that was kind of corny, and now as an adult, I'm seeing like every opportunity I have to thank somebody, I'll take it. But why do you think society, that's like not the go-to? It's not the go-to to go to your teacher or your mentor and be like, I really appreciate what you've done for me. Why do you think that is?
A lot of it is, we're always stuck in the moment of whatever we're caught up in. Oh, okay. So, when I was in school, I'm just trying to get by assignment to assignment. I'm not taking the minute to sit back. It's like, yo, that teacher put in all this work to make it happen. You're just trying to live. You might see your friend. You're trying to, talk about whatever's going to happen this weekend. You're trying to make it to your locker before the bell rings, et cetera, et cetera. Right. You're not thinking about, this teacher, they spent 45 minutes putting this assignment together. I should give them a high five. Like, you ain't thinking about that.
That's right. How has that changed? So I'm assuming that the people who have impacted you in the past and who are impacting you currently, and I'm assuming that you big them up when you can, right?
Yes, definitely. My high school physics teacher, big impact on me, right? Okay. Never got the chance to let her know. She ended up passing 2 years after I graduated.
That's a shame, man.
Got cancer, passed away. So it was like, oh man, here's this teacher that ended up guiding me into my whole track of what I was going to get a degree in. Never even had a chance. So something like that happens when the chance gets taken away and then you don't let it happen in the future.
Listen, we can talk about this all day, every day, but I want to really talk about this Joyner Lucas thing. But before we jump into the Joyner Lucas thing, I think this is the point where we kind of want to challenge the listeners. Hey, anybody who has been in your support system, still in your support system, a person that has truly aided you in your development, send them a text, call them. You got nothing but time right now. You don't know when that person is gonna go, and I promise you, it's gonna feel bad if that person goes and you didn't get the chance to let them know how much they impacted you. So Joyner Lucas, y'all already know, did a video tribute to the one and only Will Smith. Give it up to Will Smith one time. That man is, I don't even want to call him a triple threat, bro. Like he's a rapper, he's an actor, entrepreneur, parent, loved one. Like, what has he not done?
I don't know. Maybe Broadway. He needs to hop on the Broadway train.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he did Broadway and we don't know about it.
Oh, it could have been. It really could have been. I know he has to be close to getting one of the EGOTs.
Has to.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. He has the Oscar, has the Grammy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Has to have an Emmy for Fresh Prince.
Has to.
If he doesn't have an Emmy for Fresh Prince, it robbed.
So you know what? One of the cool things about this podcast is that if you see it on YouTube, we will have the screen open because we like fact checking on this podcast for sure. So I don't know, Wikipedia is gonna be the source, but that's what we're gonna use right now because let's look at just, and Rico Grande gets to look at this too. Let's look at this man's accomplishments, man. The career, the Fresh Prince. Like, we don't even need to talk about how influential the Fresh Prince was. Like, I remember growing up seeing that. Nick at Night was my joint. I would make sure I stayed up till 10 p.m. to make sure I watched the episodes. There were a lot of tear jerkers, but there was also a lot of laughs. Like,
and for all the older viewers, they remember when it was live.
That's a fact. Bro. You're not all that older than me. You're like only like 4 or 5 years older than me. But that's fair. You were probably more. 1985. So you know what? I'll take that back. Never mind. I was not.
You misshot me by a few years.
Never mind. My bad. So I definitely was not even. I'm not gonna give away my age right now, but I was definitely not born when this show was live. But I enjoyed the hell out of these reruns. All right, and then let's go into the solo music and film breakthrough. His first major role was in 6 Degrees of Separation. I'd never seen that, but I sure as hell seen Bad Boys. You remember Bad Boys?
You know what's funny? You want to know something hilarious?
What happened?
I've seen Bad Boys 2, but I've never seen Bad Boys 1.
Fam, I thought you were gonna say you seen Bad Boys 2 and the new one that just came out and still haven't seen Bad Boys 1. That's crazy. I could understand you. That's way more understandable than you seeing just Bad Boys 2 and the third one and not the first one. So that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Independence Day, classic to me.
You probably saw it on rental because you weren't old enough to
absolutely. See it. Listen. Stop putting my government information out like that, bro. And now listen. It ain't gonna happen this podcast, bro. But listen, for the listeners or the viewers on YouTube, Rico Grande and I love hip hop, love rap music. Will Smith has a lot of impact in the hip hop community. Depending on who you ask, he's either a hero or a villain. But I don't think we can deny that man had a couple of hits. I'm not even talking about Parents Just Don't Understand. I'm talking about Getting Jiggy With It. Nah. Like, you ever been to a party when they play that song, Rico Grande?
Not really, because I'm a Puerto Rican.
So you go and they play Naguanile at the Puerto Rican party?
Hey, so suavemente.
Oh, suavemente. All right, but let's.
Yeah, that's all we got. We don't. Not too much. Fresh Prince getting jiggy at the quinceañera, you know.
Man, at the quinceañera. Well, anyways, getting jiggy with it, popping song, right? And then Wild Wild West. Like, there's an Academy Award winner. Let's see. Wikipedia typically has.
That's a whole separate page.
That's a whole separate, just his accomplishments, right?
Yeah.
But all right, so that's enough of that. But look, has been nominated for 5. He's won 4 Grammys. Man, this guy is a quadruple threat. Here we go. Occupation: actor, boom. Rapper, boom. Producer, writer, for a quadruple threat. You know he was born in Philly?
Yes.
I did not know he was born in Philly. Good for him. But anyways.
Yo, he raps about it.
Oh, my bad. Fake ass fan.
No, it's in the Fresh Prince theme song.
That's West Philadelphia, born and raised. I'm a clown, and I'm not doing an editing point for this. We're gonna let people clown me for not knowing that. I be singing, well, you know, everybody be singing that all day. My clown ass say, yo, you knew he was from Philly.
Just because you listened to Miami, you thought he was.
There you go. You listen to one thing once, that becomes your truth for a while until somebody proves you wrong. All right. Yeah. So, Rico Grande, anything you want to add before we jump into this video? Because I think this was very well done. And I just want to go through this cinematic adventure with you one time.
No, play it. I got some things, some questions at the end of the video. But let's jump into it.
All right. We're going to pause it when there's any type of commentary. Because you know what? I got something to say every 30 seconds. All right? So let me know when you want me to stop this.
All right. You're good.
All right. All right. That quickly. Hold on. Just that quickly. When you hear those drums, you know that this song is going to be disgusting. I know that there's some sounds that you hear. I mean, I won't like put any of the legendary sounds in with this one, but when you hear certain things, you know that you cannot disrespect the track. So just like I already knew I was in for something.
I'm loaded with bills, cause I wasn't blessed with no Uncle Phil. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex, they told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick. I'm loaded up the film. I got me some.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Yo, loaded with bills, cause I ain't got no Uncle Phil. I felt that one in my soul.
I felt that in your soul, especially when, man, it wasn't so long ago that Uncle Phil passed, man. And you know what? He was tripping on the show a lot, but for a lot of people who didn't have a father figure, a positive role model, Uncle Phil really was the one for a lot of people.
Yeah, I felt it because I'm broke.
Like, I'm here trying to get sentimental and shit, and you out here like, nah, yo, just straight up, I'm broke as hell.
Yeah, loaded with bills. Oh, yeah, I'm loaded with bills. Ain't got no Uncle Phil. Yeah, I got parents, but they ain't rich.
All right.
Paper. Hired a butler and got me a waiter. I want to get married, but none of my shorties remind me of Jada. Maybe I'm just too afraid to settle. I wish I was planning it different. I think it's a phase. I'm very conditioned. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm scared of commitment. I'm very conflicted. I got the drip and I'm saucy. Ooh, ADHD, I'm a bad boy. I think I might just pull up in a Rari. Ooh.
So, Rico Grande, I know you never seen Bad Boys 1, so let me school you real fast, okay? That was an infamous scene with Will Smith with 2 guns just bop, 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 bop.
I've seen the scene. I've seen the highlights.
Legendary scene.
I might just turn up the Philly. They call me Big Willie. I think I might Larry. Ooh.
His belt was not as fly in the movie. Hold on, we gotta rewind back. You see that belt cost more than both of our rents combined.
Yes. Also, did you hear the line about Philly?
Just now?
Yes.
No, I missed that. Hold on, we about to listen to that again.
I got the drip and I'm saucy. Ooh, ADHD, I'm a bad boy. I think I might just pull up in a Rari. Ooh, I might just turn up the Philly. They call me Big Willie. I think I might Larry.
Hey, they game. Everybody knew but me. All right.
You can tell me I blew through 1 million, threw me a party. Oh, I know I'm the one. Damn it, I made it. I look at my son. I feel like I'm dreaming. He truly a blessing. I'm really elated. I pray that he grow up like Willow with Jaden. I know that he will. I hope he look up to me like we used to look up to Phil. I know that it's real. I lay a brick at a time for something I know I can build. I learn it from Will. I know ain't nothing gonna set us back. You take it from me, I get it back. Me and my homies forever strapped. We roll up on them like Men in Black.
All right, bro. Men in Black. I don't want to talk about any other Men in Black but just the first one, because everything else was a little lackluster in my opinion. Do you remember watching Men in Black for the first time?
Of course, in the theater.
Man, did you feel, and again you're older than me, that movie was something different when you saw it? Like, I thought that was around the time where, like, we were finally seeing a lot of, like, a lot of different types of people in different roles, and it was just a unique film growing up.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you think about the soundtrack. You had the Men in Black soundtrack that was coming out. Everyone was dancing like Will and the Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Just the action comedy. And action comedy's been around. It's not like, they invented action comedies, but
right.
Just the interaction between his character and what was it, Tommy Lee Jones. Mm-hmm. His character was just hilarious. No one could forget the Noisy Cricket.
Right, bro. Let me tell you something. I've never seen this Wild West movie. I don't know what is it. Have you ever seen Wild West?
Yes, and play this clip, and then I'm gonna ask you a question and see if you know this trivia.
All right.
I blow your chest to your head and back. I think I done made a mess. I'm in Cali with a vest. That's the Wild Wild West.
All right, what's your question? Because no, I've never seen that ever.
Okay, so Wild Wild West, okay movie, good soundtrack featuring Drew Hill. Tell me what you want.
Okay.
Do you know what movie Will Smith turned down so he could film Wild Wild West?
All right, what year did Wild Wild West come out so I could have, like, give me a rough time frame?
Yeah, I don't know, mid-90s, I don't know. It's all a blur.
What? The movie, damn, I have it in my library with Jackie Chan and Homeboy.
No.
Not that one?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what movie, then?
It wasn't Rush Hour.
Okay, Rush Hour. There we go. Because that would have been crazy if he passed Rush Hour.
No, he didn't pass down Rush Hour. He passed up the chance to be the one, to be Neo in the Matrix.
Wow.
He said he read the script and it was kind of like, oh, he's in a computer, he's doing this. And Wild Wild West was based off an old TV show, so there was already kind of a built-in audience for the nostalgia there. But yeah, he passed up the Matrix.
So, did Wild West? Did that movie do well? Like, is that one of the things that people are just like, yo, top 5 Will Smith movies of all time, or was that a dud?
It gets clowned because of everything that happened, but it made money.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's Will Smith. Will Smith
literally he got paid.
Was a fish in Shark Tales, and that sold mad money, and it's a really good film. I like Shark Tales.
Yeah, he used to, his famous, used to be that every July 4th was a Will Smith movie.
That is true. That is true. All right, back to
he was the king of July 4th weekend.
That's fair. That's fair.
So my homies, I'm good with the labels. I don't need to sign the dots. Yeah. They must not know me. They cannot control me because I ain't no iRobot. Hey. Yeah, I grew up on a legend and I gotta show it. I learned a lot from him and I owe it. Homie's my idol and don't even know it. Oh, I'm feeling like Will.
How are people supposed to know something if you don't say it? And that's probably one of my favorite simple bars from this song. One of my idols and he don't even know it. I know that's not the way he said it. But what remains true is people, you can't expect people to read your mind, and it don't matter. I don't want to hear they know that I appreciate them. It hits different when you say I appreciate you. You're my role model. You're my mentor. It hit different.
Yeah. I think what happens, whether you know it or not, is it gives you a sense of responsibility.
Right.
Like, I have younger siblings. My little bro, he used to look up to me. And since I knew that, I was like, okay, man, I got to act right. I can't be slipping. I got this person looking up to me. Like, I can only imagine, like, if you're a celebrity, you got millions of people hitting you up. And they're like, yo, I see what you're doing. It makes me want to do better. Like, it has to make you so hungry to get that success.
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I wasn't blessed with no Uncle Phil. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex, they told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick, now load up the film. I'm going back to Miami to meet with the cartel. All of you rappers be running around telling shark tales. I was trying to make a flip when y'all was doing cartwheels. The pursuit of happiness, I was rock bottom, now I'm out spending large bills. And I got a shorty who's stuck in a bubble, but I'm still in love with her hustle. Her body banging, but she don't stop talking. I wish that she come with a muzzle. I don't know if I'm in love with the pieces or I'm just in love with the puzzle. But I had to leave her cause I know these girls these days ain't nothing but trouble.
Bro, these girls is nothing but trouble, man. I know you happily married and shit, but
living a trouble-free life, my man. Trouble-free.
But I had to leave her because I know these girls these days ain't nothing but trouble. And then he even had homie in the background going nothing but trouble to hammer the point home.
And just like Will Smith acted with his son in Pursuit of Happiness, Joyner brought out his son for the video.
There you go.
That was cool. That was nice.
There you go. I like that touch.
No, I'm the one. Damn it, I made it. Now look what I done. I feel like I'm dreaming. I count on my blessings. I'm really elated. I know I am legend. I wanted to make it. I know that it's real. I hope they look up to me like we used to look up to Phil. I know that you will. I lay a brick at a time for something I know I can build.
All right, hot take. For this movie right here, man, I Am Legend.
Yeah.
The dog was my favorite character, bro. This dog. I know this is not the same dog, but that dog from I Am Legend was the only bearable part of that movie for me. I did not like that movie at all.
You didn't like the mannequin in the store?
No, fam. His rent-a-wife or rent-a-partner, whatever it was. I did not like that film at all. That would not touch my top 5 Will Smith movies at all.
Yeah, not top 5. I think it's in the top 10, maybe.
I mean, that man, I don't think he has more than like 15 movies, does he?
Well, he got 3 Bad Boys.
How many movies has Will Smith been in? Here we go. This is the cool thing about the podcast is that we. All right, never mind. So for
what? 27 movies?
Oh, bro, hold up, because there are some viewers right now that are like, "Yo, y'all stupid." I googled how many movies has Will Smith been in, and for the people who are viewing on YouTube, I'll put the screen up. Joyner said at least 52. At least 52. So now, oh my God. All right, so now we're going to run through these just real fast. Okay.
You're going to bring up all 52. Just bring up some highlights.
All right. Made in America. Bad Boys. Independence Day. Men in Black. Enemy of the State. Ali. Forgot he was in Ali. Men in Black.
Wasn't he nominated for Ali?
Probably. Shark Tale. Hitch. Oh, Hitch was such a good movie. I like Hitch. ATL. Pursuit of Happiness. I Am Legend. 7 Pounds. The Karate Kid. Anchorman 2. But he was only in Anchorman 2 for like the last 2 minutes of the film. For like 30 seconds. Suicide Squad.
Most important part of the film.
Okay. And then we go most recently to like the last 4 years. 2016. Suicide Squad. I didn't see it.
Best part of Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's just him, right?
Pretty much him. Harley Quinn was alright in the first one.
Okay. And then you go to 2017 with I think, remember when Bright came out? Wasn't it like a Netflix?
Yeah. Surprisingly good.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
But I heard really bad things about Bright. Then 2019, Aladdin, Gemini Man. So at least 52 films. And then let's not even talk about the shows he's been. I mean, it's not as much as the his filmography. But all right, I'm a clown. But that makes my point. I wouldn't put this movie in his top 30. I would have to watch all of them. I would put him movies that he has been featured in. I would put most all of them above I Am Legend.
Okay, I want you to now watch all those movies, and then your appreciation.
Listen, for the viewers, next week, I'm not telling you I'm going to watch all 52 movies, but next week, Rico, Grande, and I are going to make our top 10 list. And actually, Rico, Grande, I want to hear what your take on this is. We will either do a top 10 movies of Will Smith starring or featured, or we can do a top 15 list of his meaningful contributions. Whether that be, I don't even want to say society, I don't want to say anything because it's all opinionated. So that would include rap songs, films, TV shows, interviews, any contributions. What you think about that?
I think I might just hit you up with the top 10 overall.
The top 10 overall, just in movies or contributions?
Just like all of it. Top 10 Will Smith moments for me.
You know what? I love it. So next week, that also saves me the trouble of watching 48 movies. Next week, we will come out with a top 10 Will Smith contribution list. We'll fact check all of it in case any of us says some wild stuff. And then we will invite you for the discussion next week. If you already tuning into us and you want to share your favorite Will Smith moments, you want to express your opinion on what you think was one of his most meaningful contributions, please do that via all of our social media. Yeah. All right, my bad. Let's finish this video.
Like we used to look up the field, I know that you will. I lay a brick at a time for something I know I can build. That's how we leave an impression. Yes, I believe in expression. I got some secrets and weapons that might just leave a concussion. Give me 3 wishes, I think I'm Aladdin, but they ain't no genie to bless us. I ain't had nothing, just me and the heater at night if you sleep on the dresser. I cannot fold, I hit on my goals, I did it with pride. Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero and couldn't say bye.
There we go.
And we never know just when it's our time, and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look, here go a toast, so give them a rose while they still alive.
Fam. Joyner Lucas is one of my favorite rappers because you know as a kid, like sometimes your parents say something to you, but you really don't listen to it, but then another person says it maybe with like 2 different words and it really clicks for you, or it just sounds more meaningful.
Yeah.
My man,
I always listen to my parents because I was afraid of getting in trouble, but I got you.
Oh, fam, I never listened to my mom, but that's a whole conversation for another day. So
I wasn't trying to catch the flying nunchuck chancla.
Fam, I got hit with the chancla so hard I started inviting. You know how Pavlov's joint where you ring the bell and the dog starts salivating?
Yeah.
Bro, whenever I said anything, when anything stupid came out of my mouth and my mom was in the room, man, I just found the chair, man, and I just went over because I knew the chancla was going. That's how far I was conditioned. But so that after a certain age, we'll get to that at another point. Punishing your kids via spankings, because listen, when I talk to a lot of people who got spankings growing up, all of them end the same. In that they said one day I got hit and I just laughed. And my mom or dad stopped spanking me because they knew that shit wasn't going to work anymore. But that's a conversation for a different pod.
Yeah, another day, another topic.
Yeah. But listen, this is the same thing that we say, but the way that he rapped it on that beat, which with so much, he's so good at sounding sincere when he raps. That joint, the first time I listened to it, that verse gave me goosebumps.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely hits. I mean, he's talking about someone he admires. You definitely feel the energy coming through, like it's not fake. Like you can't write a song like the one he wrote and be fake.
And we never know just when it's our time. The legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look here, go a toast. So give them a rose while they still alive.
So, big question.
Yes.
Okay, obviously there's, personal people in your life. We're not going to throw out any personal names here. So, if you had to make a similar video like Joyner Lucas did, any celebrity that you say, "Oh man, I got to give them their roses," what celebrity would that be? And what songs, movies, whatever would you throw into that homage video?
Oh, bro, you want to do this right now? Okay. Listen.
Yeah, it's my big question. Like, I've been holding on. I was like, yo, when I saw this video, it just made me think. I was like, yo.
All right, so hold that then, because bro, that's a whole conversation. We could finish this video and then just talk about that, and then just end the pod at that point. Because listen, you asked that question, and I thought of like 3-4 different people.
All right, hey, let's get into it.
All right, let's finish this video.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I wasn't blessed with no Uncle Phil. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex, they told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
So we're gonna let this rock while I talk. The first time I saw this video, towards this part, I was like, damn, I wish Will Smith would have made an appearance. And then this scene happened, and
you don't try to build a wall. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You do that every single day, and soon you have a wall.
So then this happened, and I thought it was really Will, but apparently it wasn't Will. Apparently they CGI'd that, which I think is super fly. I don't even know where we would begin to fact check that or not, but the reason I say that is because Will Smith then came out with an Instagram video or something that said, wow, yo, I saw this video, and you know what, I hope we get to meet one day. So that leads me to believe that that's not really him.
Yeah, I like when he's kind of looking in the mirror thing, you could kind of tell that that's not him.
All right, well, fuck me for like wishing the best for this kid. But so I thought that was really cool. And then this message about he got the clip from that interview from way back in the day about the wall. I thought was very powerful.
Yeah, because he puts that line in the song.
Yeah, right in the beginning, around the beginning of the song. Man, the song was awesome. And you know what? I think his business marketing acumen is ridiculous. This is the last song that he released 24 to 48 hours before the official drop of his album. Like, that makes a lot of sense. And then you had, how strategic is it for you to lead with this album, to then have the Will Smith mention on social media? You know what? He deserves all of the listeners, the streams, the album buys, because this man is really talented. He's very meticulous when it comes to his craft, and you know what? I celebrate it.
Yeah, he said he's gonna drop this album because people were talking about it, and then he's gonna go back to hopping on people's traps and destroying their careers.
There you go, and he's really good at it.
Whoever's saying Gucci Gang, I don't even know his name.
Little Pump, bro. Gucci Gang. Hey, how can you forget that?
I heard Joyner's cover.
Oh, that's fair. All right, and that's for a whole different podcast. We need to talk about all the new generation littles. But that's a docu-series at that point. It's not even a single podcast episode. But.
No, that's the Netflix special.
All right, so bro, I'm gonna go back to your question. Your question was if you had to, if there was one celebrity, well, a couple of celebrities, whatever, what would you pick? To do it. I'm gonna give you.
I could guess one.
Well, I have pictures of them up already. So in real time, I'm gonna pick 3.
Okay.
So let's see if you got one of these right. Go.
My first guess, the only one that I feel certain on, is Kevin Hart.
Fam. That was my third one. That wasn't the one that I instinctively went with, but you're right. One of them is my man Kevin Hart. Listen, Kevin Hart is the same height as me. We're snack size, or we're not small. But he got a big personality. Listen, and I will always say that I was Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart. And you know what? He got way more money. So, I mean, LOL on me, I guess, because he won that. But the fact that this man, this is a conversation for a different day, but, the height of a man really does impact a lot of aspects of that person's life. Whether it be, there's statistics that say taller men typically get the promotions over shorter men and women. It's just there you go. One day when we do our face reveals, you're gonna see Rico Grande and you're gonna be like, yo, that's Aquaman. Like, look, if you ever want to know what he looks like, just picture Aquaman with like a little more hair, maybe. And then if you ever want to know what I look like, it's just Kevin Hart, but Dominican. so a little bit more light skin. So,
Kevin Corazon.
Kevin Corazon. There you go. Kevin Corazon. That's gonna be a drop. So Kevin Hart, man, he tells a story about how he did the stand-up thing. He was working at Foot Locker, did stand-up, got food thrown at him. He didn't give up. He kept going. He doesn't come from like a real good socioeconomic background, neighborhood. He's from Philly. So his story of taking the adversity that he faced and talking about his life experiences and then putting that in his comedy bits, that's amazing. And if you see his work ethic, man, that man gets up at like 4 in the morning to work out. He doesn't want to stop at just being a good comedian or an actor. He's really trying to revolutionize the entertainment industry for people of color. And I appreciate that. People helped him get put on, and now he's putting on others. For that, Kevin Hart is just really a huge inspiration to me.
So if you're making your video, right?
Yep.
What Kevin Hart Productions are you dressing up as? Are you putting in that video? You can give me a top 3. I know I'm putting you on the spot, to think of a bunch because there is so many. Just give me a couple.
The first, let me see how fast I could pull this YouTube video up. But the first stand-up that I saw, he was wearing like baggy clothes and like a regular t-shirt. Oh, here it is. I found the clip. So he was just wearing a shirt and jeans. This is from I'm a Grown Little Man. This isn't the first stand. He had one prior to this that I saw, but let me find a good still frame of him and then I'll show it on the screen. But I would have to go with this as one of the outfits, because if you just see his stand-up, he goes from wearing regular, like, I'm going down the block, I'm going to the grocery store, or chilling with the homie outfit, and then he starts getting more drip throughout his comedy specials. And that's his come-up story. Here we go. I finally got a good still frame of it. Just this outfit. Fam, he got the long t-shirt because he's short as hell. And, typically we try to tuck it in and get a nice belt to show off. But he like, nah, I'm short. It's whatever. It don't matter. He got the baggy jeans, right? And then he just got some regular sneakers on. So that for sure has to be one of the outfits.
Gotcha.
It's just a regular one. What would be another one? Well, what's another question so I can find another outfit that he has?
What's your favorite stand-up of his?
Man, grown Little Man, I still think was one of my favorites. Was definitely my favorite one.
Is Grown Little Man the one where he cusses out the teacher?
Yes, nipple having that's the one. And if it's not the one, then we're gonna have somebody tell us.
You idiots. First you thought Will Smith wasn't from Philly.
No, it's not that. I forgot he was from Philly. I didn't say he wasn't from Philly. I just forgot.
Yeah, he was friends with Kevin Hart.
I would even do this one. This one where he's making fun of The Rock. Like, how funny would it be to like dress up as somebody making fun of the other person who actually dressed as the individual? So
that's the one.
But yeah. All right, so we'll go back to back on however many you have. So I said Kevin Hart, and I said why. What's one of the people that you would make a tribute video to?
Well, you brought up the most perfect picture to dress up as.
I got you right now.
Because my person was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh boy.
For so many very obvious reasons that you would know, the listeners wouldn't know.
Right.
The lifting the weights, the waking up early, the beautiful face and body that only a mother could love.
That only a mother could.
The look. I can't quite do the eyebrow, but I got this moldering look like from Jumanji. I can pull it off.
Right.
And no, just his story. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, obviously, different kind of life than Kevin Hart. Grew up the son of a famous wrestler, traveled around a lot. But his whole story of his production studio only having $7 in your pocket, and then facing life is like, yo, am I gonna live with this $7 or am I gonna figure something out? Like, hey, powerful stuff, man. Definitely nowadays, a lot of people struggling, a lot of people trying to look for direction. There's a lot of people that made it that were in worse situations than you were. So
right.
You can look up to some of those people and say, yo, they did it. They got X, Y, and Z skills. I got ABC skills. Let's make it happen.
So would this be the outfit?
So yeah, the famous outfit of him with the black turtleneck with the fanny pack and the chain. That would definitely be one. Him as Maui and Moana would definitely be one. That was a nickname that I had my last year at a different job. Probably throw the Jumanji look up in there. And then I would have to hit the gym a lot
to get this off, right? To get
the Baywatch.
Well, I would have to get in shape too, man. Kevin Hart be out here.
Hey, health is wealth.
That's true.
He's been preaching it. He got What the Fit or something like that, where he does all those activities with other celebrities.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And the last one, I would be the Scorpion King.
Oh, I gotta find a picture for that.
That's the CGI me, and it has to be the same CGI from the movie. That horrible CGI.
Oh man, look at this guy right here. Look at this legend. Look at this. CGI has gone a long way, man.
Yeah,
it's gone a long way.
That's it. I have the Jumanji, the Baywatch, Maui, and Scorpion King.
All right, so this is the thing. Whenever we do our face reveals, a year from that point, if we're not already in shape, we're gonna get in shape, and then for Halloween, I will dress up as Kevin Hart. You will dress up as Wayne "The Rock" Johnson, and we can do individual ones, or we can just do this iconic one right here.
No, we could do that one. But they've been in how many movies together already?
They've been in a lot of movies. All right. Do you want to share? Do you have another one that you want to share, or you want to leave it at just one?
I'll leave it at just one for now. This is the main person.
Okay. I feel you. I feel it. All right. That was a really good conversation. Listen, I know it's early on and there's only going to be a couple of listeners, but one of the things that we want to do in this podcast is invite y'all to the conversation. So just how Rico, Grande, and I talked about people who have influenced us and that we would do a tribute video for, hop on social media if you're one of the first followers and talk about who you would do a tribute for and how they impacted you.
Great idea. Again, jump in a conversation, join in, have fun, comment on what we said. Again, we are Horn of Plenty Pod, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's Horn of Plenty Pod, all one word, all together, no underscores. YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. You can interact with us, give us some ideas, some feedback. We want to hear from you guys.
All right. You want to leave it here or you want to talk about something else?
No, we're good. Leave
All
it
right.
there. We'll hit up the people next week with some brand new topics, some other foolishness.
All right. Vapi, Chulo, thank you for joining us again. Hey, listen, this was the first take, right? We're gonna improve. We want your feedback, just like Rico Grande said. We still got a couple of things that we're gonna work out. This started because Rico Grande and I just have so many things that we want to talk about, and we acknowledge that there's other people who want to have these conversations that may not have the people who want to have those conversations, or hell, you just want to hear other people talk about those topics. We're gonna talk about current events, music, what's going on in the world, philosophical debates, whatever. All right. So this is a sincere thank you from Vapi Chulo. So thank you.
That's right. Thank you. This is Rico Grande. Yo no sé mañana. We don't know what's going to be coming around the corner, but we have today. Thank you guys for listening.
All right. Salute.